Hi, and welcome to this short mobility practice. You can slot it into any part of your day, really. I like to do it in the morning. You could use it as a warm up for more intense exercise, or maybe this is just what you want to do today. Just this is your practice. So, working on some range of motion, a little bit of strength involved. I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's start on our backs. So, we're going to start with a little bit of back body strength. You want your heels just so you can touch them with your fingertips. And let's just lift our hips, but slowly lift the tailbone first and then roll through your spine. So sort of feel each section of your spine reach off the ground, squeeze your glutes. You can even bring your fingertips to them just to feel how switched on they are. And then slowly bring it back down. Tailbone touches the ground last, and then let's do it again. Lift nice and slow. Bridge your hips, come onto your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulders together, your shoulder blades, and then slowly come back down. Let's do that one more time. Just activating the back body, just preparing the hips as well. Some deeper work, and then back down. Nice. Okay. This time you're going to bridge your hips all the way, squeeze your glutes, and just roll to your left shoulder, and then reach through your right fingertips. Nice. And then keep the hips off the ground, bring the right hand to the ground, and then switch sides. Roll to your right shoulder, reach through your left fingertips, and then roll over your shoulders. Let's do it again. So adding a little bit of rotation in this sort of spinal extension position. Good. One more. Reach. Maybe reach a little bit further this time. Good. Last one. Nice. And then just slowly come all the way back down. Okay. Let's do it again. And this time I'm going to add a little bit of extra shoulder mobility. So lift the hips. Roll to that left shoulder. Reach the right fingertips. And this time maybe reach them sort of 45 degrees over your head. And then slowly keep the fingertips on the ground. Slowly bring your shoulder out wide until there's a position about here when you have to sort of flip the hand. So you come onto the fingertips and then come back to the fingertips and then tap the heel. So it's a lot of work for those glutes. Fingertips, fingernails, fingertips, and back to this position. And then let's switch sides. Roll to the right shoulder. Fingertips, left fingertips on the ground. All the way until you find that position when you have to rotate the shoulder. Fingernails, back to fingertips, and then reach for your heel. And then reverse fingertips, fingernails, back to fingertips, all the way to the side. Let's do that one more time each side. Roll to the left shoulder, right fingertips, fingernails, fingertips. So we're working a nice rotation for the shoulder. On the side roll. Nice. Okay, great. So we just did a little bit of spinal extension, active sort of back bends using the glutes. Now let's find some flexion of the spine. So you're just going to grab your shins and just roll around on your back, forwards and backwards, lifting your tailbone off the ground, maybe bringing your forehead to your knees. And if it feels good, you can start to let go of your shins, bring your knees by your ears, and tap your toes to the ground behind. Come into this seated position, roll. That's great stuff for a nice healthy spine. Tap the toes, knees by your ears. And maybe from there you can go to a straight leg version with the toes tap behind your head like a plow pose. Back to a seated position. And try and get a little bit of momentum. And if you can, on the next one, you can use your fingertips to pop yourself into a deep squat at the top of your mat. Or you can find enough momentum to roll and use no hands. Okay? Deep squat or close to, and then fingertips on the ground, straighten your legs into a forward fold. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. And bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine, crown of your head goes forward, hips go back. And then come back down to the ground. If you need a soft bend in your knees here, take it. And then walk the fingertips over towards the right. Reach to the right, push the hips to the left. And then walk the fingertips back over towards the left. And then push the hips to the right, reach to the fingertips. And do it again. Fingertip walk to the right, push the hips over towards your left. Nice. And down the middle. Hands to shins, inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, let's go all the way up to a standing position. Bring the hands together at the top. Squeeze your palms together. Pull your shoulders back. Lean over towards the right with your hands, and left with your hips, and right with your chest. And then over towards the left with your hands and your chest, over towards the right with your hips. And again, over towards the right, over towards the left, just a little bit. Strengthen and lengthen through your obliques. Over towards the right, over towards the left. And then find some extension. Lean back, weight in your toes, eyes to the sky. Push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, and then pull away. Space between your shoulder blades, reaching through your knuckles. Hold out your belly, hips go back. And let's pull it all together. Hips and chest to the right. Sorry, chest and hands to the right, hips to the left. And then lean forward, hips go back, chest and hands forward. And then hips to the right, chest and hands to the left. And hips go forward, chest and hands go left. Back, sorry. And just, let's find these circles. So the hips and the chest and the hands are going different directions. Just roll through it, trying to find your range. And then change direction. One more. Nice, and then just take a forward fold. Bring your hands to the ground. Step your feet back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. And then exhale. Come onto your toes, bring your shoulders over your wrists, and then drop your hips. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push the ground away, get your shoulders away from your ears, extend your cervical. So nice back bend, squeeze your glutes, and then push it back. Downward facing dog, let's do two more. Roll through, I hold my belly, pushing the ground away. Inhale. Exhale back. Last one. Back to downward facing dog. Right now, right leg steps forward, left toes are back. And just drop your left knee and let's just sort of circle the hips. Okay, we'll get into some deeper hip work now. Nice. Okay, so lift your back knee. And then use your hands. You're going to crawl yourself towards the back of your mat. I'm going to turn my left toes towards the left side of my mat. And I'm going to lift my right toes up towards the sky. So I'm trying to get a bit of external rotation. It's right hip. So not just the toe and the ankle. You want to really turn the knee, turn the leg. Maybe you just here, that's okay as well. Keep the knee off the heel off the ground. Wherever you are, you're trying to reach forward with your fingertips and push back with your hips and trying to get your ribs on the inside of your left knee. Let's go back to the top of the mat. Roll up. And this time, let's turn our right toes out. Come onto the outside edge of our left foot and reach our right fingertips up towards the sky. Good. And then back. Maybe this time you can take your hands off the ground and use a little bit of adduction strength to sit yourself back into that deep side lunge. Back up to the top. Let's do it two more times. Turn the right toes out. Come onto the outside edge of your left foot. Use the right fingertips. Nice. To the back of the mat. Reaching forward. Last one. Right toes turn out. Outside of your left foot. Right fingertips up. Push out to this shoulder and lift the hip. Switch on the quad of the left leg. Nice work. Okay. Let's find that world's weighted stretch position. Both sets of toes facing forward, right fingertips come up. And this time I'm going to stand and twist towards the right. Adding a little bit of Rotational work for our spine. Pull the right shoulder back, reach the arms out wide, and straighten the right leg. And then bend the left knee and bring the right fingertips down to the ground, left fingertips overhead. Push through the right toes, lean back, and then left fingertips come down. Now this time, lift the back leg, keep the left fingertips on the ground, right fingertips reach up, pull the right shoulder back for a twisted half moon. And let's do it 2 more times. Slowly drop that back foot, straighten your front leg, reach back with your right fingertips, up to the sky behind with the left fingertips. Nice and slow. Roll the right chest back. Spine is long. Use your glutes to lift your leg. Nice. Hands come down. And then step the right foot back. And then switch. Nice. Right knee comes down. It's just hip circle. Then picking up the right knee, coming onto the right toes. And using your hands to crawl back for the first one. Maybe you just here, foot is flat, toes face the same way. Reaching through your hips, sinking down as much as you can. And back to the top of your mat. And this time turn the left toes out. Go to the outside edge of your right foot. So really turn into that left hip. Left fingertips reach up. And then using your hands or no hands to transition into that deep side lunge. Heel up or heel down. Reaching through your fingertips, set the hips back. Push into that leg. A little bit of strength there. Outside edge of your right foot. Left toes turn out, left fingertips up. Let's do 2 more. Nice, both sets of toes face the same way. Left fingertips up towards the sky. And stand and twist. Pull the left shoulder back. Stay strong in this leg. Push through the back of this leg. Push through your heel. And then reach back, left fingertips. Straighten your left leg. Right fingertips overhead. Bend that back leg. Creep the fingers back. Nice. Fingers come down. And lift the back leg. Find that twisted half moon. You can come into this position again if you need to. You can also grab a block for a little bit of assistance. I'm staying strong in my left leg. Reaching my left fingertips up. Reaching my right heel up. Space across my chest. And step back. Let's do 2 more. Nice. Cartwheel the hands down. Step the foot back. Bring the knees down. Find a child's pose. Okay, cross your legs behind you. Bring your hands by your knees. Slide the knees forward. And then just come into a deep squat. So maybe after that stuff we just did, your hips, your knees, and your ankles might feel a bit more open. You can get your heels closer to the ground if you couldn't in our first deep squat. Or maybe you come back to this class a few more times, and over time you find that you can get deeper into your squat. Okay, we want to aim to find a nice healthy deep squat. It means that your hips, your ankles, and your knees are in a good place. Okay, from here you can use your fingertips if you need, and you're just going to turn the left toes out and try and drive the right knee forward. And then sit back, and then turn the right toes out, drive the left knee forward. Okay? And over time, maybe you can lift your hands and just drive. Turn one knee out, toe out, and then drive. Working that ankle flexibility and mobility. Okay. And if you're with me, you can start to add this into your duck walk. So I drive my right knee over my right toes, comes close to the ground. I'm turning my left hip out, and I'm just going to step forward. And I drive, turn my knee out, step forward. I like rotate on my toes, step forward, and then I go backwards. Let's do one more round. If you feel this is too much for your knees and your ankles, you could come into like a 3/4 squat. I drive, step, drive, turn one out, step, drive. Okay, and over time, it's starting to get a little bit deeper. Let's go one more round. Drive, open, drive, step, open, drive, step, and backwards. A little bit of balance as well. Nice, come to the back of your mat. Hands come down behind you and just bridge those hips. Climb out your shoulders, roll them out. Push, get your hips high. Breathe. And then shift your weight into your left hand. Bridge your hips high. And bring your right hand over your head and look through your fingertips with your eyes. Nice. A little bit of shoulder help. Right hand comes down. Left hand reaches overhead. So sort of the same sensation of bridging the hips as we did at the beginning. And left hand comes down. Both hands on the ground. And slowly begin to drive your knees over your toes if you want to walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet. And then slowly drop your knees, lift your hips, drop your head. Big front body stretch. Quads. Feeling the soles of my feet. My anterior delts. Nice. Back to your deep squat. And then let's bring our knees down. And let's transition into a straddle pose. Okay, so nice wide legs. Let's work those internal external rotators of the hips. So I'm going to roll to the outside of my right hip. I want to keep my legs engaged so I can point my toes. That helps. And I'm going to roll to the inside of my left hip. And I'm going to lean over towards the right. And I'm going to lift up my left leg using the hip flexor strength. And then using my internal rotators, I bring the inside of my left knee to the ground. I'm trying to get my left heel up. And then I'm extending all the way back into my straddle. Leaning to the left. Pointing the right toes. Which helps it act as if you're trying to grab onto something. And then lift. Bring the right knee to the ground. Lift the right heel. And extend. Let's do it a few more times each side. So if you need to, you can use your fingertips, lean, rotate the hip. Let's do one more. Nice. Okay, same idea. Legs engaged, straddle. Use your hip flexors again. Pick up the leg, roll to the outer edge of the right hip. And this time you're going to step that left leg across. So using a little bit of abduction strength to pull it to the midline and step. And then bring the hands to the ground. Twist towards the back of your mat or the right side of your mat. Lift your hips. And then lift the right leg to the sky for a standing split. So really working the flexibility of your left hamstring. Try and aim for a straight leg, keeping the hands on the ground. Lift the right heel high. And then reverse. So back of the right knee finds the back of the left ankle. And then pick it up back into straddle pose. Over to the other side. Twist. Hands come down. Pick up the hips. Drive. One more. Nice work. Okay. Heels in. Let's find some stretches for the wrists. Okay. So fingers towards the knees, pressing into the base of your wrists, and just moving forward, backwards, left to right. One of the most common questions I ask is how to get rid of wrist pain or tightness in the wrists. We do a lot of sort of typing and swiping and sort of driving our wrists sort of stay in the same position. So it's good to Give them a bit of love every now and then. Come onto the backs of your hands, palms face up, pressing your fingernails into the ground. You can rotate your forearm so that your elbow faces forwards and then in. And if this feels good, you need some more intensity, you can start to walk your knees back so they're past your hips. And if it feels good, you can come onto your toes, lift your knees, and find like a plank pose, or downward dog stretches them even more. Nice, shake them out. Circles. Interlace your fingers, roll them out. Okay, bear hold position, a little bit of upper body strength. Okay, come onto your toes, your knees are under your hips, shoulders are over your wrists. And from there, I'm going to roll to the inside, so my left foot comes down, and I'm going to pull my right knee into my chest, pick up my left hand and drive my right leg out wide, and lift my left fingertips up towards the sky. Try and find them in my eyes, a nice stretch and open sort of pose for those obliques, intercostals, and then right toes find the ground, and then switch. Kick it through, and then reach. Good. Let's do it a few more times each side. Maybe you can challenge your strength of your abductors by keeping that foot off the ground and then reaching overhead. Rest the right shoulder, try and come over your right wrist. A little bit more strength and balance involved. And then switch. Stay with it. One more each side. Stability for that shoulder as we're on one shoulder, it's got to compensate for the absence of the other one. So really working those stabilizers. Nice. Okay, bear hold position. Stay with it. Lift the right heel up this time, and then step it over, and let's find a back bend from there. And then switch. Lift the left heel, drive it high, step it over. A little bit more strength for this one. Heart rate gets a bit higher. That's good. We're moving, we're heating things up. Switch. Reach. One more per side. Extend that leg. Use your hamstrings and your glutes. Flip. Reach. Last one. Extend. Flip. Reach. Nice, guys. And then find your bear. And let your knees come down. And just sit on your heels. And nice, guys. And just roll out your shoulders. That's some twists. Okay. Come into a prone position. Let's lie down on our bellies. We're just going to start to wind things down. So hands out wide. And the idea is to press the shoulders into the ground. Oftentimes people, the ego comes in, they just want to get the toe to the ground, so they lift like this. But we want to work the glutes strength-wise. We really want to find a twist for our lower back as well. So hands on the ground, shoulders on the ground, or you can come to this position, and you're just going to lift your left leg, toes to the sky, use those glutes, and then drop the toes towards the ground. Nice. An inch or so, the shoulder coming up is good. Man's quite far. I'm going to press it down, and then lift. You can do about any number, whatever, minimum 5 per side. Okay, nice. Once you've done those, keep the left hand out. Look for the left fingertips, bring the right hand by your chest, and just roll onto the left shoulder. Open them with the left pecs. And then roll the hips. The right hip, try and roll it back. Just finishing with some twists and deep stretching. And roll through to the other side. Extend your right hand, look for your right fingertips. Left toes find the ground behind you, roll onto your right shoulder. Nice. Back to your belly. Bring your right knee in line with your right hip. So it's like this 90-degree angle. I'm going to post onto my right hand and then slide my left hand through and grab the outside of my right knee with my left hand, and then the back of the right hand comes down towards the ground. Just finding a nice twist. And over to the other side. Left knee in line with left hip. Post onto left hand, slide his right hand through, grab the outside of the left knee, and then left hand comes down towards the ground. Trying to guide this knee gently towards the ground. Nice, and roll back to center. Push it back into child's pose. And then cross your legs behind you. And you can lift your knees and slide your legs through. Let's take a forward fold. Nice, and let's finish with a plow pose. So like we did at the beginning, maybe now you feel you have more range in your spine, some more deep flexion. So if before you just bend your knees to bring them out of your ears, now you chance to check in, maybe you can keep your legs straight, roll up to your upper back, keep your neck long, bring your toes to the ground behind you, push through your heels. Maybe you can bring your hands together on the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades together, straighten your arms. And then slowly bend your knees by your ears, and then roll out. Soles of your feet touch the ground, windshield away from your knees over towards the right and the left. And we can sit up. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. We have plenty of in-person classes available as well, so just reach out and I can let you know how to find those. Have a great day. See you soon.